The sun beat down on the dusty track, shimmering with heat. Hazel, a young tortoise with a shell the color of burnt caramel, sighed dramatically. "This race is ridiculous," she muttered, adjusting her tiny sunglasses. "Hare is so impatient." Across the track, Horace, a hare with fur the color of burnt sienna, preened. "Ready, set," boomed the elderly badger, the race referee. Horace exploded off the starting line, a blur of brown. Hazel, with a determined glint in her eye, began her steady, deliberate pace. Horace, confident in his speed, reached a patch of wildflowers. "Time for a little break," he chuckled, nibbling on a particularly vibrant blossom. "Hazel won't even be halfway yet." Hazel, meanwhile, was captivated. She admired a family of butterflies, their wings shimmering like jewels. She stopped to chat with Ferdinand the snail, who shared his philosophical musings on the nature of time. She even helped a lost beetle find his way back to his burrow. Hours passed. The sun began to dip below the horizon. Horace, awakened by the chirping of crickets, stretched lazily. Time to finish this race, he thought, bounding towards the finish line. But as he neared the end, he saw Hazel, already there, enjoying a cool drink of dew from a clover leaf. Horace skidded to a halt, bewildered. You beat me," he stammered, his ears drooping. Hazel smiled, her eyes twinkling. "It wasn't about winning," she said gently. "It was about the journey. Look at all the wonderful things I saw along the way." Horace, looking around at the breathtaking sunset, realized she was right. He had been so focused on reaching the end that he had missed the beauty of the path. From that day on, Horace and Hazel became inseparable. Horace learned to appreciate the slower pace of life, and Hazel learned to embrace a little bit of adventure. They would spend hours exploring the meadow, sharing stories and enjoying each other's company. Their love blossomed, a slow and steady growth like a sturdy oak. They were married under a canopy of wildflowers, their friends and family gathered to witness their vows. Life was idyllic. Horace, much to his own surprise, found contentment in Hazel's slow, deliberate rhythm. He learned to savor the quiet moments, to appreciate the beauty in the mundane. Years passed. Their love story became a legend among the meadow creatures. But beneath the surface, a quiet turmoil brewed within Horace. He began to spend more time alone, his once vibrant personality fading. He avoided social gatherings, his laughter replaced by a melancholic silence. One evening, under the watchful gaze of the moon, Horace confessed his truth to Hazel. I am not attracted to females," he stammered, his voice trembling. "I am different." Hazel, initially stunned, listened with a quiet understanding. "It's all right, Horace," she said softly, her voice a gentle caress. "I love you, not your desires." Their love, though tested, endured. But their happiness was shattered one moonless night. Driven by a desperate need to escape the confines of his own confusion, Horace, lost in a haze of alcohol and despair, struck another hare with his vehicle. He fled the scene, leaving the other hare to die alone on the roadside. The guilt consumed him. He lived a life of shadows, haunted by the ghost of his victim. Hazel, sensing his torment, tried to support him, but the weight of his secret and the trauma of his actions proved too much. Their love, once a beacon of hope, was slowly extinguished, leaving behind only a hollow shell of their former happiness. Disclaimer: